Ladies and gentlemen, Greg Mikulowski from ForexLive.com. Today's date is January 24th, 2023. This is a Forex Kickstart video where I take a look at three of the major currency pairs, the euro versus US dollar, the dollar versus yen, and the sterling versus US dollar from a technical perspective. So let's get started. Let's start by taking a look at the 4-hour chart on the euro versus US dollar. And we take a look at the price action that we saw yesterday. The market initially moved to the upside and then fell sharply. That move to the downside took the price below this green line. This green line represents a 200-day moving average. This is the overlay on the 4-hour chart. Last week, the price came down, tested that moving average on two separate occasions and found willing buyers. Yesterday, the price fell below that level, and we moved down to test a swing area down below that level between the 1.0803 and 1.0824 level. That level was defined by a number of different swing lows and swing highs going back in time to this area right through here. Price broke above that level here, and it was until yesterday where the price came back into that swing area right through here and quickly reversed back to the upside. When the price moved back above the 200-day moving average, the sellers turned back to buyers on the disappointment of the break of the 200-day moving average. Really, the price should have stayed below that level, and we saw a rotation back to the upside that has continued in trading here today. Now looking at the 4-hour chart, we have the 100 and 200 bar moving averages on this 4-hour chart converged at 1.09238. Guess what? We're going to need to get above those levels in order to increase the bullish bias. If we can't get above those levels, then it's going to look similar to what we saw in trading yesterday, where the price came up toward those levels and found willing sellers against it. We are trading at 1.09124. So we're just about 11 pips away from that level. So the buyers are trying to keep control in this pair, looking at this 4-hour chart. Let's take a closer look at the 1-hour chart. And if we look at let's put a horizontal line at 1.09238 or somewhere around that level, maybe around the 24 level, right about there. That's our target to get to and through on the top side on further momentum. But as you can see here, the price is also trying to get above and stay above the 100 and 200-hour moving averages. That's going to be a risk-defining level for traders looking for more upside in the euro versus US dollar today. If the price is able to stay above these moving averages levels on the downside, that would be more positive. Now, I know the price did just dip below that level in the last couple of hours, but we did stay above the 100-hour moving average. So buyers and sellers are battling it out, but you can see the last hourly bar has seen increased momentum. So we'll see if that momentum can continue and get above that 1.09238 level as outlined on the 4-hour chart. Let's take a look at the dollar versus yen next, and we'll look at the hourly chart, this currency pair. And in trading yesterday, had another failure similar to the euro versus US dollar failure below the 200-day moving average. In this case, the price moved above this swing area right through here, which is ahead of the high price that we saw last week's trading, the most recent high. The price getting above that level should have had traders looking toward the next 20 pips or so up to the 80 level and break above that level, but was not meant to be. Instead, the buyers turned to sellers, and we saw the price start to rotate to the downside again. This is the hourly chart. So in the Asian session, the price started to move back below the 100-hour moving average, and that turned the buyers to sellers. We can see that the corrective move off of this initial low came up toward that 100-hour moving average, found willing sellers right here. And then we fell back below the 100-day moving average again. That's this blue overlay line here. And then the 200-hour moving average more recently, that break below the 200-hour moving average has seen increased momentum, and we're trading to the lowest level going back to last week. So the sellers are taking more control. The dollar yen's moving lower. And for traders looking for more downside, we will now see if the price can stay below the 200-hour moving average. That keeps the sellers more in control in the short term / intermediate term. And then we'll start to look toward rotation back down, maybe toward the 50% midpoint. That 50% midpoint is of the, I'm going to go to the 4-hour chart of the move down from this November high to the December low. 50% comes in at 146.07. You can see what this swing area comes from over here. That would be an interim level, a target level 146.53 to 65. And then we'll look toward the 50% retracement area right through here. as the next target after that. Now, let's take a look at the dollar sterling versus US dollar to complete our Kickstart video. And it's no surprise that the continued ups and downs are frustrating to me and maybe to other traders as well. I'll put a box around the ups and downs that we've seen going back there to really mid-December, before mid-December, and the 100 and 200 hour moving averages are near converge, which suggests that the price action is up and down. And in trading here today, the price did move above those converged moving averages, and that opened the price for further upside momentum. That upside momentum came into this swing level, which and when you have all these ups and downs, you kind of look for levels that make sense for traders or that they may lean against. And if we look at this level right through here, it just happens to be a random level near the 127.71 level. We had 1, 2, 3 different highs forming a ceiling there. We've had a failed break there. We had failed breaks here and here. Move to the downside and trading here today. We reestablished that resistance at the 1.27715 level. So we need to get above that level in order to increase the bullish bias. We did see those sellers against that level. The market rotates to the downside and now trying to move back to the upside here. All of it started with the break back above the 100 and 200 hour moving averages. But can't trust this sterling versus US dollar until we break out and start to see some further momentum in the direction of either break, to be honest with you. But right now, the buyers are more in control in this currency pair. So there you have it, the Kickstart video for the sterling versus US dollar. My name is Greg McCloskey. Good fortune with your trading today. Bye-bye now.